origins of life in the universe. First stages in human evolution. First simple technologies that started making our life easier. Welcome to Lydian World. We are glad to introduce our multi-ecosystem. Here, the rewards are generated thanks to the fees applied to each service or product behind an income resource such as staking pools, credit card swipe commissions, mining fields, assisted trading, non-fungible tokens marketplace, interactive airdrops, mainnet masternodes, trivia games, etc. Available on platforms and devices. More than 3 million users expected by the end of 2022 could reach a milestone of $5 billion in total resources. Lydian World, the place where you can explore, earn, and have fun.
Welcome to the Lydian World, the blockchain game where you can earn, learn, and have fun. 2022, the world has changed, the internet changed, and the rise of the blockchain changed the entire industry and forced us to rethink. Blockchain gaming became the day-to-day opportunity to generate income. Some chase the mining, while others are doing the trading. The pursuit of our unlimited incoming resources has begun. Whatever it takes, leaving behind the unknown and embracing the new technology, the new era, the Lydian World. Here, the unlimited income resources are waiting to be claimed, but not without our engagement. We are the driving force of the Lydian World. We are the Lydians. The strategy is entirely in our hands, and we can choose which citizenship to get in order to build a future for our beloved ones. Passionate about mining or in need of a crypto-friendly credit card, a highly active trader who needs extra guidance, a developer who wants to promote his project, or a society-educated gamer who aims to make profits out of his own NFT shop and enjoys the time gaps with the Telegram trivia. You are connecting to the Lydian World incoming resources. Every single action of more than already 350,000 citizens is distributing rewards into Lydian World. Every time a card is swiped, every time an NFT transfer is completed, while you play, Even while you sleep, Lydian World rewards you. It continues with a new vision, but do you know what marks the success? Perseverance, imagining the unimagined, and above all, possessing your own piece of virtual land to transform a grand idea into a grand reality. Pick a land. Press a button. Up you go. Behold your decentralized property, built to stand the test of time. Open your own business and share it with the others. From outwards to the city center area, until zone by zone, the city is taken over by its citizens. Multiple digital businesses rise alongside. A new era of luxury, shopping arcades, medical offices. Throw open their doors to an unlimited era, the blockchain. But something is missing. The design of your building is a way to define your own business, where you can approach your own digital architect. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. After all, with the power to create and trade, whoever holds the land NFT shapes the city forever. So, what is your vision?
All right, good morning, good morning. How's everyone doing on this beautiful Thursday morning? This is your brother Mahdi, CEO of New Millennium Bankers and Ford Money Network. And this is a powerful, powerful broadcast that we have for you today. We're going to talk about the Gold Standard Bank Metaverse certificates. And I have my brother and serious business partner, who is also co-founder of New Millennium Bankers, my brother Jahad Muhammad. He's going to come over here and he's going to talk about how these certificates have changed the dynamic of his family and the power. He's going to break them down power because he's going to go into depth with them because he is really more of a scientist with it, with this information than me. So he's going to go over this and he's going to explain how they actually work. But before we bring him on, we will, matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and bring him on now. Come on to the screen, my brother. There he is. There he is, my brother. Well, assalamu alaikum, brother. How you doing this morning?
Walaikum salam, sir. Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate sharing this platform with you, and I'm just excited to be here.
Man, I'm glad you're on. I'm glad you accepted the call when I asked you to jump on here and break this down. And the reason I want to go ahead and get you on now is because we do go take a look at the markets, but I wanted you to go into depth and talk about this too, because we're seeing a rise in crypto all of a sudden, right? We're seeing a rise in not just Bitcoin, Ethereum, but also our coin, the G999 coin, and it is up tremendously, actually doing better than Bitcoin and Ethereum. All right. So the cryptocurrency market, as you can see, family, has reached $1 trillion, back over $1 trillion. It had been down all the way to $920-something billion. So in the last day, it is up 1.54%. Bitcoin is back over 20,000 at $20,608. It's down 0.50% in the last hour. Last 24 hours is down 0.08%, but in the last 7 days, it is up 7.28%. Ethereum is back over 1,500. It is down 1.18%. Last hour, last 24 hours, it is up 0.71%, and it is up 19% in the last 7 days. So before I go to the G999, so Jahad, explain to everybody, and I want everybody to know, family, he's been with us since he was 18 years old. He has reached the 20. He's just now in his 20s, but the knowledge and the understanding that he has about this, and he is building not just acquiring these assets and understanding passive income at an early age like that, but he's also building our international blockchain distribution network. He's also doing the business as well. So his future is bright. So, but we're gonna let him tell you and break down what's going on in the market, brother Jahad.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, each cryptocurrency pretty much operates as its own currency, but it operates over something called a blockchain. And a blockchain is really just a ledger, like an open ledger, transparent, where pretty much everyone would be able to see the transactions. It's recorded and it cannot be deleted or it cannot be altered by any third parties or anything like that. So each cryptocurrency that you see right here operates over something called a blockchain. And so you got two different kinds of cryptocurrencies. Typically, it can either be a coin or it could be a token. And a coin operates over its own blockchain. So, for example, Bitcoin has its own blockchain, so that would be a coin. Now, Tether operates over the Ethereum blockchain, so that would be considered a token. And so, really, that's what we're looking at. And these type of coins, like they go up and down. These utility coins, like for example, Bitcoin, Ethereum, you see the price moving like from up and down, different prices. But if you notice, Tether right here stays at a stable price. So Tether is what we call a stable token because it's paired to some type of asset. So Tether is paired to the dollar, but you have some tokens that are paired to like maybe like gold or even real estate. So like it's tied to an exact asset class. So that's why it's called a stable token. And so that's literally what you're seeing right now, like these coins going up and down, being traded by the market right now. And so when you see these coins rise, that just means there's more demand by people for these particular coins or tokens.
And what is the significance of just last week? It was 920 something $billion in the market and in the crypto market, and now it's back over 1 trillion. So where did that $80 billion come from? Where did that come
from? Part of me believes that it has something to do with the situation going on with Ye right now, because I know right in particular with his current situation, he is not even allowed to bank centralized anymore. He's literally being kicked out of being able to bank in JP Morgan. And so next thing we know, we see him wearing a Satoshi Nakamoto hat or just promoting Bitcoin. And so it seemed like since he's a trendsetter, then people are starting to look more at it and take a more serious look into crypto because like we said, crypto, nobody can really tell you where and how you can move your crypto or really what to do with your crypto. It's decentralized. So it's not under any type of authority.
So, but we have some people that actually think that the bankers actually control crypto. They think the government control it. And I know the government do have some crypto coins, but a lot of us don't understand that it's multiple different crypto projects. But we know for a fact they don't control Bitcoin. We know for a fact they don't control our coin. Because if we look up here at the top on Coin Market Cap, it said that it's 21,531 cryptocurrencies listed here. And this is not even all of them. So it has already been mentioned, and some people have said that XPR might have been a government coin. And then some think that when they hear about the central bank digital currency, that's the same as a cryptocurrency. Do you have insight on that? Can you break that down? What's the difference between those two?
So the difference between a cryptocurrency and CBDC, as they call it, central bank digital currency, really just is one is centralized and one is decentralized. So a cryptocurrency operates over a blockchain, specifically an open source type of blockchain, because there's actually many different kinds of blockchains where pretty much where the transactions are transparent and everyone can actually see it. So it's kind of like more where it's more fair. And then you have, and then I from my research, I've seen that they have some type of blockchains where it's more, the information is more closed and centralized authority. So that would be pretty much my guess as to what they would use, because I heard like specifically with like XRP in particular that that their blockchain is, I don't know if it's open sourced or not, but what you want to look for in a cryptocurrency is that it's an open source blockchain and that it's open to the public and that everyone can participate in it. And that's what makes it truly decentralized. Because if it's decentralized, then it really, no one can tell you whether or not where you can move your crypto coins to. So if there's a central party telling you, if you have to go through a central party just to move your coins, then it's not decentralized.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for that insight, dear brother. So now we got the G999 coin. Now the G999 coin is up 25%. So if we look at that, on the market, that is doing better than Bitcoin and Ethereum right now as we speak. And why is the G999 coin up? What's the significance of that? Are more people going in there buying it, or what's happening over here?
Yes, sir. Whenever a cryptocurrency's price goes up, that just means that there's more people buying than there is people selling it. And right now we have an event going on in London, actually, that requires, like, just for you to even participate in the event, because it's a pretty big event where some big things are going to be announced around our whole project. You need this coin to be able to even buy the tickets, to get the tickets to even go participate in the event. So that would be my guess as to why more people are buying. But then also you got people, because this coin has a lot of different utilities. Like you can use this to send decentralized text messages or emails to other people, or people could be filling their mining certificate. It's like we got so many different things you could use this coin for that there's really just no telling why. And that's why you want to look for a coin with utility in it, because that's gonna be what caused people to actually buy the coin so that they can actually use it. Because sometimes, I mean, with most of these coins, people are just buying it and waiting for it to go up, really to make a profit off of it. But with utility coins, people will buy it with the intentions of actually using it for a specific use case.
So do you just acquire crypto just to hold it and wait on it? And what's the reason why did you get into cryptocurrency? What was the attraction to get into it? Because I've talked to many people your age, they don't either they never really heard about it, they not really interested in it. I even had one dude tell me that crypto is fake. And I was like, and he was young, and I was like, well, it ain't faker than the dollar. I said, I could prove to you in no limited time that the dollar fake. But, just so what, by you being at the age that you're at, and you are definitely building these digital assets, and you're promoting it and you're marketing it and you're breaking down the signs of it. But what attracted you to crypto though? Because people, they don't understand, so they run away from it or whatnot. But what attracted you to it?
When I first was introduced to cryptocurrency, I didn't know exactly what it was, because I remember thinking that Bitcoin was actually a coin, like paired to an actual coin. But as I began to learn more about it and learning that it was decentralized, like learning the difference between centralized and decentralized, and hearing the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan break down the pretty much the future of the dollar, and hearing that, I mean, the dollar is basically worthless and not backed by anything but the people's faith in the currency itself. So hearing about all of that, and then hearing about how this is decentralized and going against pretty much like a hedge against the dollar, that pretty much alone kind of made me think. But then also hearing about like, I mean, crypto creating like 20,000 millionaires in the last couple I mean, and just like the interest on Bitcoin, like if you were to get into Bitcoin early and the interest that's on it, if you were to look on Coin Market Cap and actually see the interest on it, like there's really nothing that really compares to it in terms of interest. Like you could, like if you were to buy crypto right now, you could actually be like, depending on like what the market does, you could literally be up several or maybe tens or hundreds of percent depending on when you get in the market. So, I mean, there's just very different factors. I mean, I don't really see any kind of downside to crypto other than that if you had like a microwave mentality and that you think you're going to get rich, quick. Now, I do see it as something that you're going to get rich as in the long term. But as far as getting rich quick, that just I mean, that's not something you can control really as far as controlling the market or timing the markets or anything like that. And that's why you want to get into a project. That's actually why this project in particular stood out to me, because it has an infrastructure around it that actually makes sense.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, it does. And you said some key pointers there. You know, you said something about, you know, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and what he has said. So I guess you're saying the difference is that you are a student. You know, students see things, and students are not, when you're a student and you're following somebody, you have a mentor, whether they're spiritual, whether they business wise, you don't really question things that they say, and you keep your mind open to look for new things. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yes,
if the dollar's going digital, it's like rejecting crypto when if you got dollars on a debit card or a credit card, that's digital. If your cash or your check at your job goes straight deposit, that's digital. Like just understanding that's not physical, that's digital. But I can go to the ATM and get physical cash. Yeah, we can with crypto too. But it being digital makes it borderless. This is what gets the dollar around the whole world. And these are just the things that a lot of people don't take the time out to think. Because when you're chasing the bag, when you're chasing the dollar, you don't really have time to really sit and think. And that's one thing about us being in this type of business, getting financially free. Now we have time to sit down and think and examine things, analyze things, and we can intake more, read more books, listen to more positive audio, and listening to more breakdown about it. And then we can see like, oh yeah, the world already digital. Like you go in places right now, stores, you go to Walmart, they got self-checkout. And majority of their self-checkout is just taking credit card, debit card. They don't have a few that might take cash. You go into Publix, self-checkout. You go into certain gas stations, they got self-checkout. All right, where the self-checkout don't take cash. You have to pay with a card. So the world is going digital. We can fight it, or we can try to get in front of the wave and benefit. That way we'll benefit from it more, because the more and more we rejecting crypto, especially rejecting the network that we're trying to invite people into, because we do have a full blockchain business network. Well, $80 billion just went into crypto in like one day. 80 billion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you got in it, you didn't catch none of that money. You didn't catch none of that interest. You didn't catch none of the 80 billion, and then go into your portfolio or your net worth. Now we, on the other hand, we have the G999 coin. So our portfolio went up there. We have Bitcoin. Our portfolio went up there. We have Ethereum. Our portfolio went up there. So our portfolio went up across the board. But what we finna talk about today, and what we want to get into our main topic, is the Gold Standard Bank Metaverse certificates. Now these certificates here are powerful. But before we do that, we got a quick commercial that we want to show. And We're gonna come back and get straight into it, but I want Jihad. He's gonna explain how it has changed his outlook and his his family structure and his money because he has it. His family, his father, his brother, they have it, and they are doing it as a family unit, and that's critical. That's critical. So we're gonna take this commercial break because regardless of the market, upways, sideways, down, we have still been getting paid 4.15% per week. We haven't missed a beat. But check out this commercial. We'll be right back.
Volatility in the crypto market is massive right now. This rise and fall of the market is almost impossible to predict. However, it also brings with it massive potential. Right now, everyone has the opportunity to start making money. Even small funds today could create new millionaires of tomorrow. GS Partners Global presents you with a unique product, NFT certificates, which give you access into the metaverse. These meta certificates are the key to a virtual world where you were able to gain, win, and earn. Go back 10, 20, 30 years ago when Amazon started onboarding multiple partners and suppliers, all participating and offering their products in this new technology called the internet. In this new market of the technology age, now we have the next evolution of the internet era, a new market with a new technology called blockchain. Welcome to the metaverse markets of NFTs, technology partners, celebrities, all coming together in one new world, Lydian world. You'll meet many tech partners, developers, influencers. Technology partners include BD Swiss, a decade old, top-tier European financial brokerage. Celebrities and sports champions include Floyd Mayweather, Roberto Carlos, and many more. Build meta cities, sell NFTs, play games, earn through meta broker, meta mining, and tap into all the income resources of the Lydian world. Get your Metaverse Certificate NFT today and start to earn from our multiple opportunities right now. The evolution is a Lydian world. The evolution is now.
So, family, what we have here in the first part of this is that we gotta make mention of this. That we get paid in our metaverse just for holding our NFTs. So, and this right here is these are pools. These are 3 pools that 2 of them you have to earn your way in them by hitting rank and building the business. A certain amount of volume you got to have get into the Infinity Pool, the mid-month accelerator. But the Lydian World Pool, you don't have to do anything with that. You just got to be in the metaverse. And that money is coming to you in this Bitcoin, Ethereum, USD Tether, G Euro, G999, Lydian State, Lydian Alliance, and tokenized real estate is being paid out to the members, which are shareholders to our metaverse. Us holding the NFTs makes you part owner to the metaverse. The game book explains that. So that's going to pay out on the 1st. That's going to pay out on the 1st, and that's going to be over 270-some thousand as of now. That's going to pay out. All right, but then we got these 8 certificates here. And these certificates, we got Artemis, Hermes, Aphrodite, Apollo, Athena, Hera, Poseidon, Zeus. Now they got Olympia's names. It's come out of Greek rulers or whatnot. And but we don't care about the name. The name just let us know if you say Aphrodite, I just know that's the certificate that is one-time deposit of 5,000. But how do they play? So Jihad, what certificate would you like to highlight? And before we get into, we want to take one of the certificates and really just highlight it. Which one would you like to highlight?
Let's go Apollo.
Apollo. All right. So this Apollo, it is now we have 2 incentives going on. We have 1 incentive going on, but we have something else going on as well. These certificates, as of now, they have a bonus. They have a bonus that is giving money on top of it because it's an incentive. We just launched these about 3 months ago, a little over 3 months ago, back in July, right? Back in mid-July, but we came out with these form of our certificates. So this is $5,000 price, $5,000 max load, also max deposit. But it unlocks a bonus of $22,000. So the price of the certificate is going to pay 4.15% per week. Now, Jahad, talk about the passive income, because we see a lot of people stumbling and bumbling on passive income. They just stumbling all over what that really is. So break down, what is passive income to you, or what is passive income? Have see it from your studies and your understanding? What is passive income?
So passive income to me is really, simply just money that comes, money that you didn't really have to work for. So like it just comes whether you're actively on your dashboard or whether you're not. It's going to keep coming passively. That's really what passive income means. It's just money that comes to you. Like all you got to do is deposit your funds into the bank, and it pays you continuously, and you don't even have to think about it. It just keeps coming.
Man, that's exactly what it is, and because it's passive. What is the word passive? That's the whole key. Passive. Like we got passive bills, and we just spend money passively. We got passive subscriptions, but these stuff is residual. It just keep coming, regardless on how much money we make, and regardless on what type of financial situation we in. These bills gonna keep coming. So we need money put in the system or put in a vehicle where we continue to get paid. And with the wealthy have been getting interest on their money. They have been getting compound interest, but just letting their money sit. And because they don't do that, they invest their money that'll grow it, or they can put it and get these type of returns that we're offering. And the returns that we're offering, we're talking about 22.6% per month. These are the interest rates that we're offering, or the yield that we're offering on a savings account or a portfolio account, right? This is what we're talking about. So how do these certificates work at present time?
So it works pretty much like a normal bank account, or really how a bank account should operate. So all you're doing is you're taking your dollars, you're converting them into crypto, and all you do from there is just send them to the platform and activate the interest. That's literally all you need to do. From there, after you acquire the certificate, the price of the certificate, which is $5,000 that you see on the screen, is going to pay you 4.15% per week. So for the Apollo, that's going to be about $208 per week passively that you didn't have to work for. So you still have your $10,000 that you put in the certificate, but you're getting $208 per week on top of it. And there's two different aspects. So there's a weekly aspect, and then there's also a portfolio portion of it, which pays quarterly. So as soon as you acquire your certificate and max load it, so once you deposit $10,000, you will unlock a bonus of $5,500 that'll go into your portfolio. So now your portfolio is at $10,500 working for you. And so that's going to pay on average about 18% per quarter. So you got one side that's paying you 4.15% per week, and you got one side that's paying you 18% per quarter, or 6% a month, depending on how you want to break it down, all averaging around 22.6% per month.
And then the incentive that we running, did you get a free certificate?
Yes, sir.
You got a free Hermes, so they just gave you $1,000.
Yes, sir.
If you would have had the $1,000, would you have got the certificate too?
Yes, sir, I would. Why wouldn't?
So they gave $1,000, and what he did was, since his brother and his father are sponsored by him in the program, he went to their account, or they went and got certificates for themselves, but gave him a free Hermes certificate, which is our 1,000 certificate, and it takes 1,000 to load it. And that's what we're going to highlight, because this is significant, because no bank in America will pay you a weekly dividend from holding your money. Now you mentioned the situation with Ye, Ye. You mentioned it and what was going on with him in the bank. Now he had $140 million from what he say inside of the J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, and I think that was the funds coming from the Yeezy brand or whatever. They wasn't paying him no weekly dividend off that money.
That's right.
They wasn't giving him, and J.P. Morgan, we checked the rates on J.P. Morgan, what they was giving, 0.05, something like that.
Yes, sir.
So with that type of money, he would have made, he would have made something. That's still something, all right. But if it was just 1%, if it was just 10% or anything like that, but we're talking about 22.6% a month over an 18-month period, it add up to 300% in 18 months of your money sitting. And to be honest with y'all, family, it's not even a risk. Like people ask, well, what is the risk? It's not. Let me show you. What are we saying? How is not? Okay, so let us go here. And let me come out of those certificates here. Here's the Hermes certificate, 1,000 price, 1,000 max load. Well, let me go into this certificate because this certificate is so look here. This is a Hermes certificate that started at 100% portfolio. But since we can compound the interest, every week, 4.15% is put on top of the 100%. That's compound interest. As a matter of fact, Jahar, break down compound interest. Because people been, they've been missing that part of it too. Like, that's one of the most key things when we're talking about this. But you got passive income along with compound interest. Man, that's like it's like lightning in a bottle twice in one thing. But talk about and break down what compound interest is.
Yes, sir. Well, Albert Einstein was quoted as saying compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. And so once you understand how compound interest works, you'll pretty much understand why he said that, because it's been being used against us pretty much, as long as we've been alive in America. So compound interest is really just your money making money. So like it's beyond just you put in money in a bank and you get an interest on it. Now you have with these certificates, you have the ability to withdraw, or you can compound it. And every week you decide to compound it, that's just adding to your portfolio, which is going to increase the amount of payout or dividends that's going to be paid out to you on a quarterly basis. So it's really just you basically more. It's just more. Your money is making you more money. And the money that you getting paid, you're using that money to reinvest it to make more money, or to recirculate into it to make more, to generate more.
Man, that is powerful. So let's take a look here, family, because this started at 100% with 2,000 put in it. So we look here. This is the price of the certificate, and compounding has been compounded $575.07. That one has been compounded to the price of the certificate. All right, the same thing goes to the bonus. Now, if I click here, load more. All right, now look here. So the next payout will put over $700 has been paid on top of the 2,000 that's sitting in the portfolio. This is the whole entire portfolio. Every dollar comes back. This is the whole portfolio. It's $2,679.05 in euros. No, this really round off at 700 because this is priced in euros. The euro is a little stronger than the dollar right now. But look, so October the 31st, which is Monday, is the next scheduled dividend pay. They saying already $17.78 is over here or whatever. So this can be higher, it can be a little lower. So we see here. Now, only one time was the payout, the dividend below $41.50. It was $35. The second payout was $35.57. It hasn't been that low since. Right, the next week it was over, so that balanced right back out because it was over. It was $12 over 41.50. $12 over. All right, so it's still balanced out. It's more than 41.50. Then it's 47 right there, 41 right there, 47 right there, 41, 47, 41, 41, 47, 41, 47. The last payout, which was last week on the 24th, was $47.42. And this is cash that can be liquidated, used, paid, did anything with groceries, whatever. I was showing something to somebody last night, and I was showing him how senior partner, my sponsor, our brother and senior partner, Kevin Turex, on how Team Freedom has did over $600,000 in revenue in 1 month. And I was showing him this, and I was showing him, I showed him the picture on what a continental executive, an international executive pool was looking at the time. It was like 16,000 per participation, right? Per person. And there's only like a certain amount in there. And he said to me, is that in dollars? See, we only think dollars. This is what we only think dollars. Now he's supposed to be a real estate head or whatever like that. All he think about is dollars though. But I'm showing you, what do you think I'm showing? Yes, it's priced in dollars. That's why it says 16,000. But the pool is not paid out just in dollars. It's paid out in stuff that you can go and turn to dollars, but it's paid out in Bitcoin. If Bitcoin is up 7% in the last 7 days, the dollar is not up 0.00000007% in the last 7 days. The dollar is actually down. So I would rather get paid in these digital assets because they are going up. Well, they got the potential to go down. I don't care. It's a payout. It's a bonus. So we winning either way it goes. We just showed. Then with some of the payout in G999, the G999 up 25%. 25. Ethereum up what? 19% in the last 7 days. But I showed him this, and I'm showing you a man from a phone, from a laptop, Wi-Fi business, being able to travel, do what he want to do, freedom, time freedom, location freedom, money freedom, and the only thing you can think about when I show you is not, man, I got to look at this business, man. I ain't doing this. I ain't doing this with my real estate business. This is not that. This is a problem. This is a problem that we have. Because if you showed me that, I'm not gonna say is that in dollars. I know it's in dollars, right? Because y'all living off this, right? So I know this is a way to do that. But man, just talk about what is blocking folks. What is this blockage? What happened? What just happened to folks? Like, because if you can't show me nothing like that, and a man telling me this is business and he did it from a phone, like, and my mind go, how? I want to know. I'm asking questions about the schematics of it. Like, what is he doing? What are they getting? You know what I'm saying? 600,000 in the month ain't even over with. He on a clear-cut path to be ambassador for $1 million in 1 month. Like, so talk about that, man. Let's end on that note too as well.
Yes, sir. Well, I think it's really from a lack of understanding of pretty much how money works. Because, I mean, if you look at how the dollar has performed compared to really anything else, all it did is lose purchasing power, and it's losing purchasing power right now. I remember we were watching a video of that Robert Kiyosaki did, and he was saying at the push of a button, they can literally create 38,000 years worth of a supply of currency at a click of a button. So by them creating more dollars out of thin air and just printing it and out of thin air, that they literally leak it, and that's literally causing the dollar to lose its purchasing power because of inflation. And with cryptocurrency, particularly like the ones we're getting paid in, You can't just print another Bitcoin or another Ethereum out of thin air. It's a set supply of them. And then even with those that have where it's like minted, it's a fixed thing. You can't actually like manipulate it. That's part of why it's a block. That's why blockchain is decentralized, because it can't be manipulated, which the dollar can and has been manipulated. And so I think it's just a lack of understanding of how money works. Because if he were to actually look at, I mean, it's really not that deep. I mean, if you look at what the banks are giving you compared to what we are giving you, then it really is a no-brainer at that point, because it's literally robbery what these banks are doing. Like, they literally, I mean, they're not giving you really anything, and on top of that, they print in more currency and pretty much stealing from you through that way. I mean, it's robbery everywhere you turn. Because, I mean, we could even talk about this, where they take your savings, I mean, the deposits that you put in the bank, and they literally lend it out. They lend it out and get high yields on it and give you 0.001% on it, while they're living off of your deposits.
But they know that then they charge you back for it when you get the credit card, because they charge you interest on the credit you're getting. So they like their interest. You already got them. You already letting them. You loaning them your money interest free, and then they charge you back again for it as soon as you get that credit card for them. So they charging you interest on your own money.
Yes, sir. And I mean,
like,
just hearing about all that, knowing all that, I mean, it really should be a no-brainer for someone that's educated. And that's why it's important to get educated about not just about what cryptocurrency is doing, but also what you're operating, the system that you're operating in right now. Because if you were to take a good look at what it is that what your bank is doing, then you would be looking to move it right away and find some other place to another safe place, another proven a place that has a track record like ours does, and we can actually show it to you in real time and prove it to you at no limit of time that this is working. Then it's really a no-brainer at that point. And I don't think there's really much you can do with somebody that, I mean, that still don't see it at that point.
Well, he didn't even ask what we selling. He didn't like, what are you selling? I just showed him the post I made with Kevin on there, and showed him what we didn't did, of what this business has did for him in the revenue. Like, I didn't even, that's just the bit, I'm talking to him on the business tip. I didn't even tell him about the certificates or nothing like that, because he didn't ask. He was supposed to say like 600,000 in the money in revenue, and I said getting paid off of every dollar he has been paid off of that. All right. Wow. Something has went into him off of every dollar in, and I showed him the bonus. This is a bonus that he's gonna get. That was sitting at $16,000, brother. A bonus. And
something like that should have piqued his interest. Like, I would have been asking questions, especially if you're like business minded like that.
It's kind of like when people reject what we're doing with Gold Standard Bank. It's kind of like, because when you really reject network marketing, period, it's kind of like you don't want to help people make money, because that's what it takes for you to make money. When you help people make money, when you start helping people make money, you're going to start making more money, right? When you're put in a business structure, network marketing structure, organized system like this, that's when you're going to start to really, really make some income. The more people you can help get to their financial goals, the more goals you're going to accomplish and we're going to accomplish. But end with this, brother, because you and your brother Kadal, along with my wife, y'all are the co-founders of New Millennium Bankers and our brand. Break down, what is the New Millennium Bankers from your perspective?
Yes, sir. Well, a New Millennium Banker to me is pretty much just applying the rules of, well, really just looking at new different technologies and combining it with the principles of group economics. So in this case, which is blockchain, pretty much like blockchain is pretty much the perfect tool to use for group economics. And so I don't think there's really any other higher form of group economics than with blockchain technology itself. So that literally is, to me, new millennium banking. It's the highest form of group economics and really just finances altogether. That's where the world is going. And so to me, that's what new millennium banking is. It's pretty much just pretty much the future of money, finance, and banking in a way that benefits the whole.
Yes, sir. And for those that don't know, family, Jihad is also the one who designed the logo. I got the logo design. This is what they found, and this is what we went up. This is what we went with. We like it. We liked it, and we went with that. But Jihad is the one who actually even got the logo. Decided on this one. They sending it to me and whatever. So they play him and his brother and his father. They play a major part into the ecosystem, into the brand that we're building, in the network we're building. They play a major part in this, and they are part of our executive team, our executive council inside of New Millennium Bankers and Forward Money Network. So I want to thank you, brother, for taking the time out to come and deal with this. Tell the people how they can find you and where they can follow you at on your social media platform.
Yes, sir. Well, you can find me on Facebook at Jaquan Muhammad, and on LinkedIn as well, Brother Jihad Muhammad on LinkedIn, Twitter at Jaquan07, and also subscribe to Forward Money Network's YouTube channel as well, just to keep up on the information that we consistently put out regarding this amazing ecosystem. And I pretty much thank you for inviting me and having me on your show. It was definitely a privilege of mine to really be on here and really break this thing down with you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So you're going to come back. We're going to have you back more, brother. We're going to start having you back more, you and your brother and Kadar. But we definitely going to do that. So be ready, because you're going to be called a lot moving forward there, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right. So thank you, brother. All right, family. So you heard them. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel, Forward Money Network, New Millennium Bankers. You can follow us on all social media platforms. My personal page is Forward Mahdi. And if you want to become a gold standard bank partner and get into decentralized blockchain banking, and you can get 4.15% weekly return, passive income, right, over 18-month period, you can go to forwardmoney.info, get with the person that shared this video with you. If you are on here and you follow Brother Jihad, get with him so he can get you his link. He can get you set up into the network. He's an amazing sponsor. We don't sleep. We be up all night helping folks and doing stuff and strategizing and running tactics and all type of things like that. So if you want to do that, and you can also text 10K to 833-549-2079. That is 10K, 833-549-2079. So you can tap in and see what we have going. With that being said, family, we will see y'all on the next stream. We are out of here.